Hello, my dear warriors. Welcome aboard to the Unacademy NEET English channel. This is your Captain Shreyas, your physics master teacher, your physics teacher, guys, on this particular channel. I hope you guys are doing great and you are having a lovely time. Hello, Jalini. Hello, Ishika. Hello, Shantini. Hello. This is Vinay, BR. Nice to see all of you. I hope I'm audible and visible. Yes, looks like I am. And today's class is all about basic maths for physics. So, my dear students, what is this basic maths? How many of you are 11th standard? How many of you are 12th standard? How many of you are droppers? Do let me know. Mamta was eagerly waiting for this session. I know this is one session which many students find difficulty because they have ignored this in 11th and they want to do the revision of this. Definitely. Integration, derivatives, I'll take it separately, bacha. Okay, many of you are droppers. So, guys, understand that this chapter is so important because, this topic is so important because throughout the physics, be it 11th or 12th, you will be using this. So, will you directly get questions on whatever I am going to teach today? Never. You will not see a question on basic maths. You will see questions based on basic maths, maybe in electromagnetism, maybe in gravity, maybe in Newton's laws, maybe in kinematics, maybe in optics. It will use it. It's like you do not ask, sir, where is addition used, sir? Addition is used everywhere. Subtraction is used everywhere. Equal to is used so many places. So same way, this is a tool for solving problems. Is that clear? Yep, we'll be doing this similarly in the Avengers batch also. And by the way, how many of you know the Avenger batch is starting on 25th, and not just that, I have shared the first assignment on the Avengers batch already, and more assignments are on their way, my dear students. So make sure that you join the Avenger batch as soon as possible. It is for NEET 2024 students. Whether you are a dropper or a fresher does not matter. You will get live classes plus the recordings, assignments, mock test, complete full-fledged course for the NEET aspirants. I'm going to teach you physics. Ambika ma'am will be teaching you the entire biology. HSP sir and Wazim sir, the entire chemistry. Very good, Ashwath, and so many others have already enrolled. 1,000 seats are already over. Last few seats are there. So make sure you enroll before the seats get full, because many of you lost out on that discount which was there for the first 500-600 seats. So I don't want you to miss this enrollment seat. So don't wait for the result. Make sure you join it as soon as possible. You can just go to the assignment and just start solving it. It should be there as practice. Just go to the Avengers batch. In your schedule, you will probably see a practice tab or practice button somewhere. Use the practice button. You will see the assignment. Okay. We'll be discussing. You will be seeing the solutions. Everything will be there. Great. So I think let's begin. I hope you have smashed the like button, and I hope you guys have hit the subscribe button as well. Can I enroll using center subscription? Yes, you can. You can, Narsimha. I think so you can. Now, there are few things which we are going to discuss in today's class. First is Componendo, dividendo. Then we will go to binomial expansion, approximation. We'll also go to quadratic equations. Then we'll go to logarithms. So these are the basic things that I will be covering in this particular lecture. And I think it is very important for all of us. Now, the first thing, often ignored by many institutes, or I would say many people just give it a skip, is basically the rule of componendo and dividendo. Okay, so this rule of componendo and dividendo is very important. So let's try and understand what this is. By definition, it says if the ratio of any two given numbers is same, then the ratio of the other two numbers whose the sum total is numerator and denominator and difference is numerator and denominator is also the same. Okay, what does this basically mean? What does this basically mean? Okay, I have put it up on the next page, but I feel I'll create a blank page and I will explain this to you. Okay, so everybody observe. Yes, definitely, Syed Sabil, you can definitely watch it. So just imagine, my dear students, I tell you, okay, A by B is equal to 5 by 4. Example, I tell you A by B is equal to 5 by 4. So you can see there is one ratio which equals to some numbers, something upon something. Now, if I add numerator with the denominator, numerator is a with the denominator, leave the denominator untouched. Do not do anything with the denominator. Then do the same thing on the other side. Numerator is 5, denominator is 4. Denominator, what is there below, is 4 divided by 4. This will also be true. So if this is true, then even this is also going to be true. So therefore, a plus b divided by b is 9 divided by 4. This property is called as componendo. What is this called? Componendo, compound. Compound means add. So adding the numerator with the denominator. It is called componendo. No problem, Shankar. Shankar, I think I have answered you partially. If something is missed, definitely I will answer you after the class is over. What if I subtract that? Do you think it will be valid? Yes or no? Come on, post it in the chat box. What if I subtract numerator with denominator? Well, let's try that out. Also, if I try to do this, numerator minus denominator divided by denominator is equal to numerator minus denominator upon the denominator. So that will be a minus b divided by b is 1 divided by 4. What do you think this is called as? Compound. The opposite will be basically called dividendo. This is basically called as dividendo. So componendo is addition, numerator of numerator and denominator. Dividendo is basically subtraction. Dividendo is basically subtraction of numerator with the denominator. Very good, Lekna. Very good, Avanashri. Come on, guys. Keep answering in the chat box. I want to see all your comments. I want to see your complete interaction. Now, same problem again. A by B is equal to 5 by 4. What if I do both? That is basically componendo. So if this ratio is true, if I do componendo along with dividendo, so then it will become numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator, both things together. That will be numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator. So it will become 9 divided by 1. So that is a plus b upon a minus b. Everybody understood? Yes, everybody understood? Very nice. Now, where do you generally use this componendo dividendo property? Where do you use? I will give you those applications also. Example, river boat problems, where there is upstream and downstream, where when you are going up the stream, that means you are going against the waves, then the velocity is v1 minus v2. When you are going down the stream with the waves, then the velocity is v1 plus v2. So there is addition, there is subtraction. That is a good example. Another example is in basically the vector addition and subtraction. So when you add those two vectors, let's say it is a plus b, and when you subtract, it is a minus b, their magnitudes. So again, there you will probably need componendo dividendo. So many other places also in when some complex or some ratio is there, ratio with some particular trigonometry or some algebra, okay, and you see plus on the top, minus below, or minus on the top, plus below, or just plus on the top or just minus on the top. So these cases you will be definitely using the componendo or dividendo or componendo dividendo property. If it is plus minus, okay, if it is plus on the top, minus below, then you will use componendo dividendo. If it is minus on the top, plus below, then also componendo dividendo. Only plus or only minus, then either componendo or dividendo. Is that clear, my dear students? So these are the places we will discuss some of the examples. Let's discuss some of the examples. Let's see if you guys can solve this particular question, and I'll give you more examples. Everybody, shall we do some problem solving to understand the application of that? Everybody with me? I hope you have marked your attendance by smashing that like button. I'll feel bad otherwise. Okay? And after the class, you have to tell that basic maths done, sir. Algebra done. Algebra done after the class. Okay? That is how I know who you are. And if you're watching it recorded also, I'll get to know, okay, yes, this student was watching me regularly. Very good. So look at this problem. 2a minus 3b. What is the value of a minus b upon a plus b? Okay. Now, since it is basically 2a minus 3b is 0, can I not shift that 3b on the other side and make it look like this? 2a is equal to 3b. Can I see there is minus here and plus here and there is a ratio. So most likely componendo dividendo is involved. So what I will do, I'll just take a as it is, shift the b term, shift that b term below, keep the 3 as it is, shift the 2 below the 3. That's it. So a by b is 3 by 2. All I have done is shifted that b below and shifted that 2 below. So b came down and even the 2 came down. That's it. Now I think I can use the componendo dividendo property. So using componendo dividendo, numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator is numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator. So a plus b upon a minus b will be 3 plus 2 is 5, 3 minus 2 is 1. But the question is exactly opposite. So therefore a minus b upon a plus b will be just 1 by 5. So I think that is the answer. That is the answer. Everybody understood? Very good, Isaki Vignesh. Excellent. Shanti, it will be exactly opposite. Very good, Friends Gaming. Very good, Lekhana. Very good, Shanti Vishali. Awesomeness. Awesomeness. I'm so glad that you guys got it. Okay. So this was a good question. Moving on to one more question. After that, I'll give you more questions just so that you get a hang of it. Look at this. A by b is 16 by 3. What is the value of a minus b upon a plus b? What is the value of a minus b upon a plus b? Okay, I think this also you can do it very easily. So if a by b is 16 by 3, so therefore using the property of componendo dividendo, numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator, 16 plus 3 and 16 minus 3, 16 plus 3, 19, 16 minus 3, 13. So therefore a minus b upon a plus b, flip it, 13 will go on the top and 19 will come below. Let's see how many of you answered it. Very good, Mahek, Friends Gaming, Akansha, Lakshmita, Gopal, Shanti. Awesomeness, awesomeness. Very good, Hardevi. Very good, Akansha. Very good, Samyukta. Very good, Isaki. Excelente, Avanishri. Very good, the world, GSSR. Awesomeness. Ready for one more question, guys? Okay, brilliant question coming up on your screen now. Get ready for it. Okay, so here is the question. The question says basically, okay, the downstream speed is, let's say for example 8, and upstream the speed is let's say for example 4. Okay, the question is find the speed of the boat and the river which is flowing. Okay, let's try to understand this question. So first let's assume the speeds. So assume the speed of the boat and the river is, let's say, V1 and V2. So when I say down the stream, that means you're going with the flow of the river, along the river. Thank you for all the love, Gunasekar from Andhra. Thank you so much. Down the stream means adding the speeds. So can I say V1 plus V2 is equal to 8, my dear students? V1 plus V2 is equal to 8. Up the stream meaning you're going against, so the speeds will subtract. you're going against. So the speeds will subtract. So it will be V1 minus V2 is equal to 4. So therefore, think about it, V1 plus V2 upon V1 minus V2 is 8 by 4, which is 2 by 1. Which is 2 by 1. I can see plus on the top, minus below. Plus on the top, minus below. I can use componendo dividendo. So let's do that. Numerator is V1 plus V2. This plus the denominator. Denominator is V1 minus V2. The whole thing divided by numerator is V1 plus V2 minus denominator is V1 minus V2 is equal to 2 plus 1 upon 2 minus 1. Numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator. Remember here the numerator is entirely V1 plus V2. So what will happen, my dear students? Here V2 and V2 will get cancelled. V2 and V2 will get cancelled, and here V1 and V1 will get cancelled. So what am I left with? V1, V1 2 times. So 2V1. V2, V2 2 times. So basically what am I getting? Here 2 times of V2 is basically 3 by 1. Even 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So basically V1 by V2 is basically 3:1. That is the ratio of V1 and V2. I got the ratio of V1 and V2. From this I can also find the speeds. But you understand how we can find the ratios, right? Very good, guys. I hope you guys understood how you can find the ratio. You can do many such more problems just to give you an idea. Look at this, guys. Just imagine if I give you a question, 1 plus tan theta upon 1 minus tan theta is equal to 5 by 2. Then can you find the value of tan theta? Yes, definitely. Numerator plus denominator. Let's add the denominator. So 1 minus tan theta, whole thing divided by numerator minus denominator. So 1 minus tan theta is equal to 5 plus 2 upon 5 minus 2. Now see what and all will get cancelled. Tan theta will get cancelled in the numerator. And here this one and this one will get cancelled. So what am I left with? 1 plus 1 is 2. Tan theta plus tan theta will be 2 tan theta is equal to 5 plus 2, 7. 5 minus 2, 3. So this 2 and this 2 will also get cancelled, my dear students. So therefore 1 by tan theta is 7 by 3. So therefore tan theta is nothing but 3 by 7. I got the answer as 3 by 7. Yes, the inverse, reciprocal of it. Very good. Very nice. Excellent, guys. Very good. Okay. Awesomeness. So now you understood how to apply this componendo dividendo. Everybody's head now has that concept. It's fit perfectly inside everybody's head. Very good, guys. Let's talk about the next concept. And the next concept is binomial approximation. Now this is also very useful approximation. Very convenient to use in case of some good calculative problems. Okay. Now what does that approximation mean? What does it say? It says if you do 1 plus a small number like x and raise it to something like n, then that is approximately 1 plus nx if x is very small. If x is very small, then 1 plus x raised to n is 1 plus nx. This is called as the binomial approximation. Just to give you an example over here, 1 plus 0.01 whole raised to 2. Okay, I think, can I use binomial approximation over here? Can I use binomial approximation over here? Yes, little doctor, I am going to give you examples over here, don't worry. So 1 plus 0.01 whole raised to 2. Yes, I can, because 0.01 is very small as compared to 1. Definitely. So I can say this is approximately 1 plus, here n is 2. So 1 plus 2 into 0.01, which is 1 plus 0.02, which is approximately then 1.02. Definitely, this is very, very useful. I don't have to, I don't have to do that complicated maths of squaring it. It comes out very, very easily. Okay, let's take another example and see if you guys can do it over here. 0.98 square. Now many people will be like, should I do 98 square? I feel you can avoid that. How? Observe, can I not write 0.98 as 1 minus 0.98? 1 minus 0.98, guys? Everybody with me? 1 minus 0.02. 1 minus 0.02 and then square it, because 0.98 is 1 minus 0.02. Now this is again a small number. This is again a small number, just like 1 plus x raised to n is 1 plus nx. Even 1 minus x raised to n is 1 minus nx. So whether it is plus, whether it is minus, it is valid. It is valid because 0.98, remember, is close to 1. Always that 1 should be there. Lot of people miss that. Okay, lot of people miss that. Always it should be 1 plus something, 1 minus something. 0.98 is close to 1, but you have to subtract 0.02 from it, hence that minus sign. Understood? Okay, very good. So what will this become? This will now become equal to 1 minus n. N is 2, x is 0.02. So this will then become 1 minus 0.04, which is then 0.96. Without doing complicated maths, I have got the answer. That is the best thing about this binomial approximation. Always try to get close to 1. 1 plus something, 1 minus something. Okay. Now, sometimes it might not be as straightforward as you are thinking. Okay. Let's try to look at this particular example. Let's see if you guys can think, how do we do this? Root of 101 is approximately how much? Now you will be like, sir, root 101? 101 is close to 100? Yes, we are going to go to more examples, little doctor. Hold on. Sir, so why are we using 2? Why are we using 2? That 2 has come from here. 1 plus nx. Remember, this value, my dear students, is n. This is n. So that is why that n has come over here. 1 plus nx or 1 minus nx. If that was 3, then 3 would have come here. So for example, okay, before going to this, let me give you another example and then we will come to this root 101. Okay, just look at this example. My dear students. 0.97 raised to 4. 0.97 raised to 4. What can I write it as? Come on, my dear students. 0.97 raised to 4. What can I write it as? 1 minus 0.03 raised to 4. 0.03 I have to subtract. Then I will get 0.97. So this is 1 minus x raised to n. 1 minus x. This is basically your x. This is basically your n. So therefore, it will be nothing but approximately 1 minus n. N is 4 into x. X is basically 0.03. So that is basically 1 minus 0.12. So that is basically how much? 0.88. Very good. Understood, I guess. Slowly you guys are getting a hang of it. Very good. Proud of all of you. Now let's go to that problem of root 101. Let's go to that problem of root 101 is how much? Okay. Now try to think, is 101 close to any square? Is 101 close to anybody's square? Yes, 100. It is 10 square. So first thing that I will do is I will write 101 as 100 plus 1 root. Root means raised to half, right? Root means raised to half. Now you'll be like, sir, This 100 is very big number. 100 is very big number. Remember, whenever you have to use binomial approximation, what is that condition? 1 plus something, that something should be very small. That something should be very small. So how do I make it small? I got an idea. I will do this. Observe now. I will do this is equal to, I will just write it as, take 100 common. Take 100 common. So I will write it as 1 plus 0.01 and this whole thing raised to half. Just think about it. I've just taken 100 outside. 100 into 1, 100. 100 into 0.01, 1. Isn't it the same thing? Because if you look at it like this, probably you will understand. Yep. Check this out. I've just taken that power half common, that is outside, completely outside. I just taken 100 common. The reason why I took 100 common is because I wanted 1 plus something. The reason why I took out 100 is because I wanted 1 plus something, and that something should be very small. Yes, this is very, very small. This is very, very small. This is like your x. This is like your n. Now, before going ahead, here is what I will do. Because that power is there, half power is there, I will separate that power. I will write it as 100 raised to half into 1 plus 0.01 raised to half. Is that okay? Is that okay? Everybody with me? Everybody with me? Very good. What is 100 raised to half? Spam the answer, guys. What is 100 raised to half? 100 raised to half means root 100. What is the root of 100? It is basically 10. So it is basically 10. That's the reason why I told you, always look at the closest square. Always look at the closest square. And this thing over here, use binomial. So therefore this will become approximately 1 plus, what is the value of n? It is half. What is the value of x? It is 0.01. So this will be then 10 into 1 plus 0.01 into half will be 0.005. So that will become 10 into what will it become, guys? 1.005. So when you multiply it by 10, it will become 10.05. So that is the answer. That is the answer. Understood? Very good, Google TV. Very good, Friendsgiving. Very good, Nanda Kumar. Very good. Yep. No, the answer is not 11.05. It is 10.05. Understood how we found it? It will be slightly more than 10. Yes, it is slightly more than 10. Let's take up more examples, my dear students. Are you getting a hang of it? I don't think you would have learned this in any better way. Okay, very good. Tomorrow World War III will start. Very good. Oh, by the way, do you know during World War also studies continued? How many of you have studied history properly? If you have studied history properly, a lot of people think, sir, World War happens, exam cancelled. No, sir. School cancelled. Check the history properly. Even during World War I, World War II, school, everything went on. People went for work also. Nothing. Only in the border or wherever the trouble was happening, there you would see things going wrong, but otherwise everything continues, guys. So don't spam over here unnecessarily. Don't waste your time. Okay, let's take up one more example. This is going to be very interesting example. Okay, let's try to do this particular example. Okay, let's see if you guys can do this. Okay, hello Nokia, welcome back. Yes, so imagine 50 divided by let's say 0.98. Okay, 50 divided by 0.98. You will be like, sir, I have to do division, sir. What do I do now? I'll tell you something. We can play around with this. Let's manipulate this. Can I write this 50 by 0.98 as 50? I can see that 0.98. 0.98, can I write it as 1 plus something or 1 minus something? Yes, definitely. 1 minus 0.02. Now you are very familiar with this. But I don't like it in the denominator. I don't like it like this term inside the bracket in the denominator. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. And this kind of examples are very popular because 98, guys, 9.8, you can get it from gravity. Acceleration due to gravity is 9.8. During calculations, you might get such numbers. You might get such ratios. So this, how do I write it when I want to bring that term in the bracket on the top? So when I take it on the top, I make it negative power. So this will become 1 minus 0.02 raised to minus 1. Everybody saw that? Now, isn't this of the form 1 minus x whole raised to n? Isn't this of the form 1 minus x raised to n, which is basically 1 minus nx? So use this approximation and see what is that you're going to get. So this will be approximately 50 into 1 minus n value is minus 1. X value is basically 0.02. Okay. So this will then become 50 into 1 minus minus becomes plus 0.02. So this will then become 50 into 1.02. What is 50 into 1.02, guys? Come on, what should be the answer? 102. 5 times will be 510. So I think the answer should be 51. Yes, very good, Bharti. Excellent. That is the answer. So we did the division without having to do. A lot of people think I will have to do this 98 over here, 50 over here, do all this bakwas process. No, you don't have to do all this. Not needed at all. You can directly do it using binomial. Have I made calculations easy for you? Okay. Have I made calculations? So where do you use binomial theorem, guys? Usually it is used for calculations. Usually used for calculations in physics or even in chemistry. Both the places. Okay, keep this in mind. Usually used for calculations. Very nice. So I have given you enough examples. We'll be doing more examples in the Avengers batch. Remember, Avenger batch also I'll be teaching the same things. So make sure you are enrolled in the Avenger batch. I'll be giving you assignments. You will be solving problems. There will be mock tests. We'll be doing in-class problems. So many things are going to happen. So make sure you enroll yourself in the Avenger batch as well. Next important thing is quadratic. Quadratic. Okay, so let's learn this quadratic also. I think everybody knows what a quadratic equation is. Quadratic equation means square equation. Like for example, 5x square minus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. That is a quadratic equation, right? This is a quadratic equation. If I write 7x cube minus 3x square plus 5 is equal to 0, then that is a cubic equation. If I write, let's say 2x minus 8 is equal to 0, there is no square term, then therefore it is a linear equation. Very good. Now I'll tell you what, when you have a linear equation, you can solve it very easily. You can solve this linear equation very easily. You can just say 2x is equal to 8, x is equal to 8 by 2. That means x is equal to 4. What is this 4 called as? What is this 4 called as, my dear students? What do you think is this 4? This 4 is the solution of that linear equation. That solution is also called as the root of the equation. Root, solution means the same thing. Whenever you have linear equation, how many roots exist? How many solutions exist? Only one solution exists. One solution, linear line, one solution exists. If it is cubic, then how many solutions can exist? Can you think logically? How many solutions can exist? Exactly. 3 values can satisfy maximum. 3 solutions at max. 3 solutions at max. Very good. 3 solutions you will get at max. If it is quadratic equation, can you guess how many values can satisfy it? How many roots can exist maximum? Quadratic, power is 2. So 2 solutions or roots at max. Very good. Excellent. So quadratic is 2, cubic is 3, linear is 1. If it is fourth power, 4 solutions. If it is fifth power, 5 solutions. Nth power, n solution. Understood this meaning of solution, root, and how it is related to power? Solution and root, same thing. As much is the power, that many possible solutions are there. Okay. Now, in case of quadratic equation, we are discussing quadratic equation, a general quadratic equation. So general quadratic equation will look something like this: ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This will have two roots. Or you can say solutions. Two roots or solutions. If I call it as x1 and x2, then x1 is minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, and the value of x2 is minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. One is 2 plus, one is minus. So that is the only change. So one is with the plus sign, one is with the minus sign. These are the two roots of that equation. Minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac. What is that term b square minus 4ac called? This term which is there, okay, I'll just put it probably on the side over here. This term b square minus 4ac is often called the term d, which is nothing but the discriminant. What is it called? Discriminant. Very good. This is a standard quadratic formula. Now you should know two more formulas. The sum of the roots, if you add the two roots x1 and x2, what will it be? The answer is minus b by a. If you add the two roots, it is minus b by a. But if you take the product of the two roots x1 into x2, if you take the product of the two roots, my dear students, then what is it going to be? It is going to be c by a. All these are important formulas. Yes, even this. All these are important formulas. Okay, everybody with me? I've given those formulas over here for all of you. Okay, what is the formula for discriminant also? I have mentioned it over here. Now this value of discriminant decides. Nanda Kumar, I will give you the notes. All my handwritten notes, you will get it as PDF in the Telegram channel. Don't worry. Just concentrate on the class. Just keep marking in the rough sheet. Don't worry. I will give you all the notes. Okay? Or else my speed will reduce drastically, bacha. Okay? No problem. Hello, Archana. Very good. Crystal clear, says Akansha. Now, this value of discriminant decides how many roots are there. Remember, maximum 2 roots are there. Imagine if discriminant is less than 0. That is basically negative. That means root of negative number. When I write root of negative number, guys, it is not real. Lekhna, the Telegram link is there in the description box itself. Just check it out. Okay. So therefore, it means there is no root exists. There is no root. There is no solution for that equation. No matter which value you put, you will never get that equation satisfied. There are some teachers, where no matter how nicely you write, you will never get marks. No solution to that problem. Sometimes at home also it happens. No matter, even if you get 99%, suddenly your parents are like, what is this, 99? Why did you not get 100? So there is no solution. No roots exists. No real roots basically. Okay. Then you don't have to worry about imaginary number and real number, because for you guys, imaginary numbers are really imaginary. You don't have to worry about it. Engineering students will worry about it. Don't worry about imaginary numbers. Okay. Great. What if the discriminant is 0? So if this is 0, whether you add or whether you subtract doesn't matter. whether you do plus or whether you do minus does not matter. Both these values will come out to be the same. So therefore, in such a situation, I will say the roots are equal. The roots are equal. Very good. And in the normal case, when the discriminant is positive, that is positive, root of a positive number, you can take it. Then I can say there are two distinct roots. There are two distinct roots. There are two solutions to it. So either there are no solution or there is one solution, that means roots are equal, or there are two solutions. So here there is no solution. Here there is no solution. There is one solution to the problem. Here there are two solutions to the problems. Imagine if your life was like quadratic equation. Most of our lives are like, sir, I don't have any solution to my problem. But it's okay. If you attend Captain Shreyas sir's class, I'll give you not just one solution or two solutions. I will give you multiple solutions to solve your problems, guys. And if you want to get in touch with me, you can always contact me on my Instagram or my Telegram. Both their handles are the same. It's basically Captain _ Shreyas. So that's my Instagram as well as Telegram handle. All right, great, very good. Now let's take some example and see how it works. I will show you graphs, guys. I will show you graphs. Okay, get ready for the graphs. So beautiful graphing software. I don't know whether you can see it clearly, but hopefully you're able to see these equations. Y is equal to x square minus 4x plus 6. Is it a quadratic equation? Is it a quadratic equation? Just Arjit, check the practice part. I think it should open up. Y is equal to x square minus 4x plus 6. Yes. So let's see how the graph will look like. Yes. Ready? Oh my God. Look at it. The graph looks like this, like a cup. What is this shape called? What is this shape called? This shape, is it some random shape? No, it is a specific shape. It is called as a parabola. What is it called? Parabola. So let us write down that equation first. So our example was, what was it? X square minus 4x plus 6. X square minus 4x plus 6. So y-axis, x-axis. So this is your x-axis, this is your origin, this is your y-axis. Now, if you check the discriminant for this, which is b square minus 4ac, my dear students, b over here is 4, a is 1, and c is basically 6. 4 square is 16, 6 4s are 24. Obviously, guys, answer is minus 8, which is basically negative. That means no solution. No solution means that graph should not intersect the x-axis, so it will be on the top only. So the graph will be like this. It will not cut the x-axis. No root. It will not hit, because there is no value for which this term becomes 0. There is no value for which this becomes 0. Okay, if this has to become 0, that means the y value should become 0. There is never a case where the value becomes 0, guys. So not possible. Let's take the second example. Let's take the second example, my dear students. What is that second example in that graph? Let's look at this. Okay, I'm just opening up that graph. Okay, the second example is 2x square plus 2x minus 4. I hope you guys can see it. 2x square minus, okay, just look at this, 2x square plus 2x minus 4. 2x square plus 2x minus 4. This is that example. Okay, 2x square plus 2x minus 4. Let's see what the discriminant is. B square minus 4ac. B is 2, so 2 square minus 4 into a is basically 2 and c is basically minus 4. Is basically minus 4. Everybody with me? Okay. So what is this? 4 minus. Minus minus will become plus. 4 4s are 16. 16 2s are 32. So this will become basically 36. So this is positive. That means there are two solutions. there are two solutions to the problem. So if one were to draw the graph for this, how will that graph look like? It will look like this. So it will hit two times. This is the first solution. This is the second solution. So this graph is always a parabola. It is a parabola. Understood, my dear students? You can check this out graphically also. Let's draw the graph. Yes, you can see it is a parabola and it is cutting the horizontal x-axis two times at 1 and minus 2. Yes, 1 and minus 2 are the roots. Definitely. If you want to find the roots of this particular equation, you can find the roots. So the roots will be, if you want, minus b minus 2 plus or minus b square minus 4ac. So root of 36 by 2 times of a. A is basically 2. So this will be minus 2 plus or minus root 36 is 6 divided by 4. So which is minus 1 plus or minus 3 divided by 2. I have divided numerator and denominator by 2. So 2 becomes 1, 6 becomes 3 and 4 becomes 2. I have divided everything by 2. So therefore it becomes minus 1 plus 3 by 2 or minus 1 minus 3 by 2. So basically it will become minus 3 plus 1 is basically 2 by 2 or minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4 by 2. So it will become 1 or basically minus 2. So these are the two roots. These are the two roots of this equation. I hope this is very, very clear. Very good. Understood? Clear? Okay. Let's take one more example, my dear warriors. Let's take one more example, my dear students. Okay. Now what is that next example? Okay. Let's have a look. X square minus 4x plus 4. X square minus 4x plus 4. Let's find the discriminant. Discriminant is b square minus 4ac. b is 4 minus 4. A is basically 1. C is basically 4. So basically it will be 4 square minus 4 square, which is 0. If it is 0, it means only one solution. Only one solution. Meaning if somebody tries to draw the graph of it, that graph will only touch at one point. It will only touch at one particular point. Both the roots x1 and x2 are equal. So this is a parabola. Which bola? Which bola? Come on, bola guys. It is parabola. Very good. So both the roots are equal. And we can verify this in this software also. Check this out. Oops, I don't know what happened. Okay. What just happened? Okay, I'm not sure guys why it has become so big, but if I show this graph to you, I hope you can see it somewhere at the end. It is being seen. Yeah, look at this. Exactly one root. Exactly one root. It is only touching at one point. Very good. 2, 2. Yes, both the roots are 2. Exactly. So I will leave it up to you. The root is basically 2. Only one root is there. Both the roots are the same, 2. Very good. So now you understood quadratic equations and how their formulas work. All these notes you are going to get. Okay, all these notes you are going to get. Don't worry. All right. So let's see whether you guys can figure out the roots of this particular equation. You can use factorization also. You can use the formula also. It's up to you. So come on, my dear students, answer the question quickly. Let's see how many of you can do this question within 15 to 20 seconds. Within 15 to 20 seconds. Come on, my dear students. Come on, my dear students. You can do this. Yep. Answer is C. So basically, x square minus 3x minus 4. So my dear students, the roots are minus b. So minus of minus 3 plus or minus root of b square, which is 3 square minus 4 into a into minus 4 divided by c. C is divided by 2a, 2 into 1. So this will be 3 plus or minus. Now what is 3 square? It is 9. Minus minus becomes plus. 4 4s are 16 divided by 2. So this will become 3 plus or minus root 25 divided by 2, which is 3 plus or minus 5 divided by 2. So it will be 3 plus 5 by 2, 3 minus 5 by 2. So basically that will become 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 by 2, or 3 minus 5 is minus 2 by 2. So therefore it finally becomes 4 comma basically I think, did I miss something? Everything is fine. 3 plus 5, yeah, 4 comma minus 1. Yes, 4 comma minus 1, guys. Yep, 4 comma minus 1. This should be the answer. Just check this out. If you have missed it, if you have made some mistake, just check it out. There is another way also of doing it. And that is factorization. So x square minus 3x. So x square minus 3x minus 4. Okay, x square minus 3x minus 4. Always try to split this 3x into such two numbers whose addition is minus 3 and multiplication is minus 4. Addition is minus 3, multiplication is minus 4. So I think I can write it as x square minus 4x plus 1x minus 4. So basically you are dividing it as minus 4 and plus 1. Minus 4 into plus 1 is minus 4, and minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3. Very good. So in that case, basically the roots will become x minus 4 into x plus 1 is 0. So basically x is equal to 4 or x is equal to minus 1. So that's how you get. Either if it is 4 or it is minus 1, the answer will be 0. So that is another way of doing it, that is factorization. Okay. So that is the answer for this particular question. So I'm pretty sure you have understood how to solve quadratic equations. We have done enough examples on that as well. Where will you use quadratic equations? In many places. You will see not only kinematics, but even in Newton's laws, even in any place where there is square, many times you will see quadratic equations will come. Okay. Now let's go to logarithms. Okay. This log also plays a very important role in your NEET physics, and even in chemistry, like pH, finding the concentration of acidic basic solutions, right? pH level determination, or you will use logarithms in radioactivity problems, or some integration problems, or sometimes in kinematics, or sometimes even you might use log to find loudness of sound. Loudness of sound is decided in logarithm. So this is the basic application of logarithm. So I'll tell you how logs work. You will get an idea. Okay, how does log work? I'll tell you, then you will get an idea. So when I say log of, let's say, 100 to the base 10, what I mean to ask is 10 should be raised to what number to get 100. That is the meaning of log of 100 to the base 10. This is basically called as the base. This is 100 whose logarithm you are trying to find. So basically what I mean to ask is 10 should be raised to what? The base should be raised to what number to get that number 100? Obviously 10 should be raised to 2. Hence the answer for this is basically 2. Got it? That is the meaning of logarithm. As simple as that. Yes, 10 raised to 2 is 100. I'll give you another example. Log of 25 to the base 5. What do you think is the answer for this? Think like this. 5 should be raised to which number to get the number 25? 5 should be raised to which number to get the number 25? Yes, it is basically 2. Yes, that's the answer. Very good. That is the power. Another example. Log of 81 to the base 3. 3 should be raised to what number to get 81? 3 raised to what gives you 81? Think about it. Base raised to something. 3 raised to 3 threes are 9. 9 nines are 81. So 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, 4 times. So basically the answer is 4 because 3 raised to 4 is 81. 3 raised to 4 is 81. Very good. Very good. Log of 1 raised to, 1 to the base 7. What do you think it is? Log of 1 to the base 7. Come on, everybody should spam the answer. 7 should be raised to which number to get 1? 7 should be raised to which number to get 1? Think about it. Any number raised to 0 is 1. So 7 raised to 0 is 1. So answer is 0. Answer is 0. In fact, log of 1 to any base is always going to be 0 because b raised to 0, any number raised to 0 is 1. Very good. Very good. Excellent. So this is one thing. This is one formula that you have learned. Okay, this is one formula that you have learned. Another question, log of 21 to the base 21. Come on, my dear students, log of 21 to the base 21. What do you think it is? 21 raised to what will give me 21? I want the same number, so I'll get it as 1 only because 21 raised to 1 is 21. Okay, so log of some number y to that same base y is basically 1 only. So this is another formula. So simple, guys. Very good. In general, I can say log of x to the base b, if it is equal to y, then it means b raised to y is giving you x. That is the definition of logarithm. Log of x to the base b is y. That means b when raised to y gives you x. Very good. Now let's do some more. When you have the value, and that is a very, very special value, guys, and that is basically e. What is the value of e, my dear students? Come on. There is a special value, and that is basically e. What is that value of e, which is your Napier constant? That is a very, very important value. Let me just write it over here. The value of e is basically, yes, it's not 1.6, guys, it is 2.718. It is an irrational number. Okay, it is an irrational number. When logarithm of any number is to the base e, it is called as natural logarithm. That n word is taken little bit more seriously. And you can just write it as ln of x. Ln x means the logarithm of x to the base e. Ln of x means the logarithm of x to the base e. Yes, keep this in mind. Okay, so let's see if you guys can answer this particular question, my dear students. What will be the logarithm of e? What is ln e? Come on, think about it. What is ln e? Ln e means log of e to the base e. Oh, wait a minute. Log of any number to that base will be 1 only. So answer is 1. Very good. Similarly, if I tell what is log of ln1? Oh, log of 1 means basically log of 1 to the base e. E raised to what will give you 1? E raised to 0. Very good. Ln e square. What is ln e square? That means log of e square to the base e. E raised to what will give you the square of e? Obviously 2. E raised to 2 is e square. If I ask ln e raised to 7, it is as good as asking log of e raised to 7 to the base e. So what will it be, guys? E raised to what will give you e raised to 7? E raised to 7 will give you e raised to 7, obviously. So that's how it works. Is it simple? Okay. Now I will give you certain formulas. Will you remember them? Because you will be needing these formulas at many places. So what are those formulas? First is multiplication formula. Okay, first is multiplication formula. So look at this. Log of xy to any base is always log of x plus log of y. This is the first formula, which is multiplication formula. Next, log of x divided by 5, log of x divided by y, which is division formula, is instead of addition, now it will become subtraction. So minus log of y. This is the second formula which you should remember. It works for both kinds of logarithms. Natural log, normal log, anything. Next, log of x raised to m. X raised to m will be m times log of log of x. That's it. So that m just comes outside. That's all. M just comes outside. So log of x raised to m is m log of x. As simple as that. Then last one, e raised to ln x. E raised to logarithm, but natural log. That's why ln x is x only. This is also a very important property. Many students do not remember it or forget about it. All these are important. Apart from that, I have given you certain other formulas here as well. Yep, you should know all these things. Okay, these are the most important formulas. Let's try to do some questions on this. Okay, now before we go to questions, there are some logarithms whose value you should remember. Like for example, you should know the value of log of 1, to everybody knows, is 0. Log of 2, look at this, I'm just highlighting which logarithms you should remember. Log of 1 is basically 0. Log of 2 is 0.693. Log of 3 is 1.09. Log of 4 is 1.38. Log of 5 is 1.609. These logarithms you are supposed to remember. 0, 0.693, 1.09, 1.38 and 1.61. All these values are the logarithms to the base e of the first 5 numbers. Apart from this, the last one, that is this one, logarithm to the base 10. Logarithm of 10 is basically 2.303. These logarithms you must remember. There is no substitute for that. Let's try to do some questions on this. You will understand it better. Ready for some questions, my dear warriors? Ready for some questions? I'm pretty sure you are gaining a lot of things which you have missed, forgotten, or just acting like a revision maybe. Right? Ready for some questions? Here comes the first question. Let's say, for example, I want to find logarithm of 6, or basically ln 6. Now logarithm of 6, you will be like, sir, I can directly look at the table and do it. Okay, that is one option. But why not write it like this? It is ln 2 into 3. Now this is multiplication. So ln 2 into 3, can I not write it as log 2 plus log 3? Log 2 plus log 3. Now what is ln 2? Ln 2, you can see it is 0.693. So I approximately put it as 0.7 for example, just giving you the approximate value, plus ln 3. ln 3 is 1.09, so it is approximately 1.1. So this will be 0.7 plus 1.1 will be approximately 1.8. So I get the value of ln 6 as 1.8. Let's verify it. Yes, log 6 is approximately 1.8. You can see that right over here. Understood? Another question. Shall I give it to you? Okay. Look at this particular question. What if I want to find log of 9. Log of 9. How do I find log of 9? wait a minute. I can write 3 into 3, which is basically 3 square. Oh, this is log of basically 3 square. And whenever I have some power, that power comes outside. Whenever I have some power, that power comes outside. So it will become 2 into log 3. 2 into log 3. So basically it will be 2 into, what is log of 3? Log of 3 is 1.1. So this will be roughly 2.2. This will be roughly 2.2. Everybody with me on this? And we can check that out. Log of 9. Yes, it is 2.19, which is roughly 2.2. Exactly. You can see that. Very good. Very good. Let's do some more examples, my dear students. What if I have to find the logarithm of, let's say 1.5. Now you'll be like 1.5. Decimal, most likely division is involved. Okay, so let's try this out. So log of 1.5, I can write it as log of 3 divided by 2. So whenever there is division, you subtract the log. So it will be log of 3 minus log of 2. Okay, actually I have to put ln everywhere. So ln, 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 ln. Okay, so my dear students, what is log of 3? It is 1.1. We are finding the approximate values only. Minus log of 2 is basically 0.7. So how much will it be, guys? Log of 3 minus log of 2 is 1.1 minus 0.7. That is going to give you 0.4 approximately. That's it. That is the answer. Everybody understood how to solve the basic maths questions? This is logarithms for you. This is logarithms basics for you. Now, sometimes you also get questions on change of base and all of that. I can give that to you as well. So if you want to convert from one base to the other, then also you can use these formulas. So for example, log of x to the base b, I can write it as log of x to the base c into log of c to the base b. It follows a chain rule. Notice it starts with x, goes to c, and then again starts with c and then ends at b. This was the starting number, this was the ending number. So x was start, b was the end. So look at it. Log of x to the base b is log of x to the base some another c into log of that c to the base b. That ordering is very important. That ordering is very, very important. Is that clear? So for example, so this is very important formula. Let me just highlight this as well for you. Yep, this is very important formula. Let me just highlight this and let me just show you a question on that. Imagine we have to find logarithm of, let's say, 3 to the base 2. We have to find logarithm of 3 to the base 2. Okay. Let's try to manipulate this. How about writing this as logarithm, okay, of basically 3 to the base e, log of 3 to the base e into logarithm of e to the base 2. Look at this. I have followed that link. 3e e2. 3 was there at the start, 2 was there at the end. 3 was there at the start, 2 was there at the end. So 3 to e, e to 2. Always form a link. Always make a link. And remember one more rule. Okay, that is, if you have some number to this base, then you can flip the base. You can flip the base by taking reciprocal. So actually this is 1 by log of 2 to the base e. So you can always do that, my dear students. Reciprocal is allowed. Yes. So this also I can mention it right over here for all of you. So if I have log of x to the base b, it is 1 upon log of that base to that x. So you can flip it always. This is also valid, my dear students. Okay, so let's try this out over here. You can see that this base has been now made to go over here, and this has been now made to go as the base. Why did I do it? Because I know the values of log 3 and log 2 to the base e only. So it is as good as saying ln 3 divided by ln 2. What is log of 3? It is 1.1 roughly. What is log of 2? My dear students, it is roughly 0.7. So come on, my dear students, what is 1.1 divided by 0.7? Roughly how much will it come out to be? It will come out to be roughly 1.57. Is that right? So that is the answer to this. Everybody understood how to solve these questions? Changing of base, right? Very good, guys. Very good. So we have seen today, componendo dividendo. We have also seen today binomial approximation for calculations. We have seen today what is quadratic equations, their solutions. We have also seen what is logarithm and how to use their formulas. More will be taught to you, and we'll discuss more problems in the Avenger batch. Now, if you are watching this video right now, right, you will see that in the description box, there will be not just a form. If you have some things to ask us, definitely you can see there is a form link, but there is also a batch link where I will be teaching you physics in this very simple fluidic manner. Just click on this link, and you will see it will open up the batch joining page. Here you just enter your mobile number and you can log in, or you can even use your email. You can see that the Avenger code has been already applied. The Avenger code is valid throughout the Unacademy platform. Even if you are taking admission in offline or plus batches or iconic subscription, you will get maximum discount, and you will see that the course price will reduce by 500 extra and the offer discount of 2000. So the course worth 12,000 comes now at 9,499. Remember, only limited seats, and remember there were only 1,000 seats which we had promised, but many parents and many students messaged us, so we increased it to 300 more. So 1,000 seats are over, 300 more seats were extra added. Out of that, few seats have already been taken, so there are couple of maybe 100-200 seats left right now. Make sure you use this code, this link, and enroll in this batch as soon as possible. The batch is starting on 25th of May. So make sure you join. Do not wait for the results. The batch is starting on 25th of May, and we are going to complete the syllabus in the next 5 to 7 months. Very good. And some of you have already done the assignment. Very good. I've already shared the assignment on the batch. Yes, assignments have started to come, and I will start giving you more questions, guys. Nice to see all of you have started doing the assignments. Yes, you can copy the PDF in your notes. Definitely, bacha, that is allowed. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Have a great time, and make sure you smash the like button, show your love, leave your comments. I will read all your comments and say algebra done. Basic algebra done. Put it up in the comments. Bye bye. Take care. This is Captain Shreyas, and I'm signing off. Hasta la vista.